Hey, welcome to Car Guy Confessions, brought to you by ARP. I'm Jeff Smith. This is my car buddy Cam Benty and car builder Steve Strope, and we're going to tell you some stories.
Welcome to another episode of Car Guy Confessions with Jeff Smith, but not Jeff this time. We're filling in. Yeah, Jeff's not here.
We've got, Jeff. You get no Jeff.
We've got Mitch.
Mitch is here, but not a Jeff.
Mitch Hines. There we go. So we got Mitch Hines here. But anyway,
so Car Guy Confessions with Mitch Hines.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there you go.
New deal.
Yeah, I'll fill in whenever you guys want me to fill in.
We're in. We're in. We fill with the best.
Yeah, especially when it's here at the Peterson. I don't mind coming here.
Don't mind coming here. That's good.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So I'll do it. We're going to thank our sponsor, ARP-bolts.com. Because that's, well, why we get to do this.
Correct.
Quite
and
honestly.
Bob Florine and his fine glory.
That's right. And he does have fine glory.
That's right.
So what we're going to have to do while we're rolling here is you're going to have to introduce the world to this young man.
Yes.
And,
this
why
young
we
man,
should care.
This young man is Steve Strope.
Well, not me. Him.
Customizer par excellence.
Sure. I'm one of those.
That's right.
I do things with cars.
Well, par is good.
Yep. Is it?
Birdie is better.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm Cam Benty, and we have with us today
Mitch Hines.
Mitch Hines from Hines & Sons.
Hines & Sons Custom Automotive.
And where are you located?
We're in Woodcrest, Lake Matthews, so that's Riverside County.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. Well, thanks for coming down here. We're at the Peterson Museum. They let us in again. It was a scary deal.
So a bunch of you that are watching this that are of my age or even better, his age or even older may recognize that last name. Your grandfather, Bill,
right?
Yes,
was an important cornerstone of customizing when it was in its infancy, and he had built a couple of cars that got a lot of that kind of infamous, and placed him in the position of an industry icon would probably be a safe way to describe Bill. I'm remembering what was the one, the Bat was one of the cars, of course.
51 Ford Bat.
And his also his signature cigar.
Oh, yeah.
He was, and his suspenders.
Oh, yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So, and you guys out there can start, looking for his grandfather just to get in the background of.
It's a lot on
where
there's
we're,
a lot
where
on the
we're,
net.
no, there's plenty on him.
Right. His
so
two names were Leadslinger and Godfather of Hydraulics. There you go. See, I did my
you did some homework.
I did my homework.
Look at you. Look at you and your bullet points.
I can read.
So has there been a skip, or did your father? I'm not talking to you. Did your father get into customizing, or was he not really bothering that much?
So my dad was a painter as well. He mostly did body and paint, not too much fabrication, but so I'm third generation painter.
Nice.
Fabricator, yeah.
So do you focus on paint?
Mainly, but mostly fabrication, body, and paint. So I do it all. Yeah.
Well, your Instagram posts is varied. I mean, you've got a wide range of stuff that you guys work on.
Yeah.
What is that kind of breadth? I mean, is it 20s to 50s, 60s?
Yeah, about 20s, 30s to the mid 60s.
Mid 60s.
Yeah, pre 65s.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Very cool. What do you like to work on?
50s cars.
50s cars.
Lead sleds and
Are you a heavy emphasis in the custom with a K?
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
Yeah, we use the K for everything.
Right. And again, you guys can look that up. It's not a running joke per se, but it's a running statement of the cool lead sleds from the day. They kind of got branded the Kustom. The word was written with a K instead of a C. So within the industry, if you go, are you into the customs with a K? It means the sleds.
Yeah, it's definitely stuck with the lead sleds throughout the years.
Sure.
The 50s cars.
Sure.
So yeah.
And there were also a lot of experimental things going on with people trying different shapes and styles. There's obviously stuff that stuck, like the Hirahata Merc, and stuff that really set a blueprint, a visual blueprint per se. But there was a lot of stuff going on back then. I have a large, as we joked about before, a large archive of books and magazines, including every issue of Hot Rod Magazine.
Right.
And you go back and there's a lot of craziness going on, a lot of experimentation,
Wild
a lot of
cards.
stuff that nowadays, unless you look at the old magazines, you won't even see it on the internet because it's just not stuff that was ever, it never got deemed noteworthy, so nobody took note of it.
Right.
Everyone knows the popular specific bullet point cars that
Yeah.
made the epic impacts.
Exactly.
But there was so much going on back in the 50s with the carving stuff up lead sled community, not just the hot rod community.
Right.
There's a lot of interesting photography out there.
Most definitely. Out of curiosity, you brought up the K Kustom with a K. Where did that come from? Do we have a background on how that all
I
started?
do not know the answer.
I mean,
to that.
Barris
He
was
may.
Barris Customs,
Yeah.
but you know, you're
That's one of the earlier ones I know of. Is that Barris spelled it with
With a
custom
K.
with
Yeah,
a
I
K?
think it was the Customs Los
Was-
Angeles Car Club,
okay.
which was part of the Bears crew.
That makes
So
sense.
they were, I think that was where it originated.
Interesting.
So you can still see those plaques today. People run them to Customs Los Angeles.
Right.
And it's with a
Seen
K.
it.
So I think
Okay.
that might have been
Maybe
the
that kind of
That
kick,
era.
the earliest
kick-started
run
it,
of it, you know?
and then it stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
totally.
absolutely. Well, it's
Yeah.
a cool way to present it. You know, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Well,
That's
it was memorable.
Right.
Yes, right. It was an eye catcher. How much time did you spend with your grandfather? Years and years? Or?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah. So
Okay.
when I was younger, when I was a kid, my dad would take me down there on the weekends. So
Okay.
all through
Where
elementary
where
school.
was there?
Bellflower.
Okay.
His shop was in Bellflower at the time.
Got it.
Yeah, his first shop was in Linwood. He worked for George Barris in 1958, 59.
Okay, so there's a
Then-
connection there.
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
connection. Then went on his own, started his shop in Linwood.
Right.
And he was in Linwood for years and years on Long Beach Boulevard. And then they built the 110 freeway or 105 freeway through there, and they took out his
Killed it.
shop. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's when he moved over
Eminent
to
domain.
Bellflower.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
There you
yep.
go.
That's happening to Ed Pink's building.
Yeah. Really.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah, they're putting a train rail through there, and
Yeah.
the building is slated. I think the whole Ramir Street, that whole area.
Right.
Sure.
Last I heard, around December was
Wow.
going to get. So I did as you know, the last interview with Ed because I wanted to talk with him about the
Right.
building
Yeah.
Right.
Totally.
before it was destroyed, and it was a fascinating discussion
That's
of
great.
learning.
Yeah.
Where will
When
we
he
see
moved
this,
in and
where
why.
will we see this interview? What's our plan?
I don't know yet.
What's the date?
We have the footage, and we'll see. But it's fascinating. It's a fantastic. And it was unfortunately, depending how you're looking at it, it was a week before he passed.
Wow.
And he drove himself to the interview. He was
Wow.
sharp,
How
alert.
old was he?
92.
Oh,
he
wow.
there? Yeah, he was
Yeah.
up there.
92.
Yeah, my grandfather went at 94. And he was
94.
working up until
Right.
Yeah, that's a
2 weeks
full
before he
run.
passed. You know?
That's a
And
full run.
So
The,
he's
the,
been
the
gone,
cars kept him going, going to the shop every day.
so he's been gone like 10 years.
Yeah, 2016.
2016.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, I did my little math.
Yep.
So
9
so
years.
when you were with your grandfather, what was the delivery? What was he trying? Was he trying to teach you something? Was he trying to give you skills? Was he trying?
He wasn't really a teacher. He would even say it himself, "I'm not a teacher," you know.
Okay,
So he would
yeah.
he would just throw me in there, kind of force
He
me
didn't
to
teach
do
you how to
stuff.
work with lead?
Oh
'Cause he
yeah,
was-
yeah,
okay,
yeah. So
okay.
yeah, the first time he ever taught me he didn't teach me. He made me do it. You know.
Yeah,
He's
yeah, sure.
He goes, "Go let that antenna over there." It was a Buick Riviera, and they were shaving the stock antenna. He was just filling a hole.
Sure.
Welding the hole and then letting it. So I was out there doing it by myself because he sent me out there to go do it.
That's
He didn't
right.
want to watch me. He goes, "You know how to do it. You've been watching me your whole life. Go do it."
Right.
So he just put me right in there, and I did it. And about an hour later, he came out there and he goes, "Oh no," shaking his head, no, melt it off, made me melt
You
it all
said
off.
it was fine.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Grandpa, you said I knew how to do it.
Yeah.
I lied.
Yeah, so made me redo it, and he wasn't.
Show him a YouTube video and say, "Hey, look, these guys do it like this."
Yeah, so he wasn't per se a teacher. It was hard for him to teach.
Right.
He just was like, "You got to do it and just watch
Right.
me," So that's kind of. I just
So-
picked it up watching him.
So how did
I
you,
learned a lot from my dad. My dad was a great
your
teacher.
dad was a father?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well that's good. That's,
He unfortunately passed last year.
I was going to
Yeah,
say, is
sorry.
your
At
father still
73,
alive?
he's had Parkinson's for many years,
Oh.
and
Oh, I'm very
finally
sorry
took
to
him
hear.
out. Yeah,
That's rough.
Yeah.
But now you have your sons. You have
Yep.
one son, two
Yeah,
sons?
one son.
One
Yep.
son, 5 years old.
Yep.
He's in there.
Yeah, he's
Take him
hanging
down
out in the
there?
shop already. So
Did you give him a stick of lead? And a,
Yeah, right.
and a welder?
Yeah, that's healthy.
like, the doctors couldn't believe Grandpa's lead count, man. He would go to the doctors and they'd check his lead, and it's through the roof. Like, how are you still walking, man? Because he handled that lead with no gloves all the time.
Well,
you know,
I'm sure.
He doesn't
constantly,
need the
like-
blanket for
But
X-rays.
hey, he lived in '94, so he's all right. Yeah.
You're fine. Just lay down.
That's right. Just don't go to the airport and
Yep.
watch out for the metal detector. That's
It's like a Geiger counter.
zap. So with your dad took over the business. Is that what you're saying?
No, my dad was worked in the car dealership business for many years. So he
Okay.
worked at Cerritos Dodge. He was the manager over at Cerritos Dodge, and then moved to, out to Norco because we moved out that way.
Right.
So he worked for Browning Dodge for many years, and then he would always help my grandpa on the side. You know, was always
Nice.
there. So pretty much all the cars that were built from the '60s up, my dad was there helping grandpa,
Helping him work
him
out.
paint. He was only so tall, so he couldn't reach all the way over the hood. So
Well, you're
here,
tall.
hand the gun to my dad, and he'll
Yeah.
spray.
Well, you're pretty tall.
So-
So he was. How tall was
Yeah.
he? It was like.
My dad was about 5'10", 5'11", but
Okay.
Grandpa was a little guy.
Little short guy.
He was a twin, so
Oh,
he was
okay.
born with some kind of disease in his back, and they did surgery on him when he was really young. Didn't know if he was going to walk.
Wow.
He was from Detroit, Michigan. They put him in a sun camp. They thought it was going to heal him. Like strapped him to an ironing board and let him sit in the sun for hours and hours. They
That
thought the sun was
sounds
going to heal him.
great.
So I have photos of him strapped to this ironing board.
Did you?
know?
I'm sorry. Did you
Wow.
call it a sun camp?
Yeah, it was called a sun camp.
Well, the problem in
Well,
Detroit
in
it was a
other
thing
in
back
other
then that
religions,
they
they
did.
called it crucifixion.
exactly.
Put it here, lay on this piece of wood, and rot in the dry sun. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
so they would just put him in the
now,
sun.
Now we've changed the name
Do you
to
know how much-
Sun Camp.
Yeah.
There you go.
And he ended
Sun
up
camp.
walking, so he was, the doctor
It
said he was a
worked.
miracle. But
It worked. Well, honestly, it's not that sunny in Detroit, so
No.
he's probably
Yeah.
okay. No, there are periods of time. And I was
probably-
born. I was
I hate
born in
to tell
Detroit.
you,
I happen to
he's
know
passed away,
that
so
there are
he's not
5
okay.
to 6 months of the year where there is no sun in Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's as gray gets.
That's
and
why Grandpa came to California.
Don't blame him.
He didn't like the snow.
No, good move.
Yeah.
Good move.
I understand. I'm from upstate New York.
There you go. Yeah.
I've got plenty of snow.
So no sun camp for you.
There's always next week.
That's right.
Yeah.
You never know.
Come down with a back injury. They might throw you in the
Sure.
sun camp.
Just
Go to
pick
sun-
you right up, put you on the rack.
That was the 1920s for you.
That's
Fantastic.
whatever.
Don't take me to the sun
Anyway.
camp.
Yeah.
So how did your grandfather get into the whole hydraulics thing? What was the genesis of him putting hydraulics in these cars?
It was
just because they were low.
it was the law they passed in '58. They were
Okay.
in '58, '59. They were busting all the guys in Bellflower and Linwood that all had cars too low.
Too low, right?
Yeah, I think it was like if the body was below the rim below your rim,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
were getting a ticket.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
getting tickets.
So it was really, they called them lifts.
Yeah.
They weren't hydraulics. They called them lifts because it was to lift the car up, so you
Right.
wouldn't get a ticket.
Right.
So that was
Right.
the main deal. That's how it started.
So-
And pulling them out of the aircraft.
So with
It
that,
was all aircraft.
is that pre lowriders using it?
Yes.
That's
but
awesome.
but it was right all there at the beginning, right? So that's like '58. The law passed. Ronnie Gary did the Exonic. That was a show
Okay,
car.
sure.
That was
Yep,
in
I've
'58,
heard of it. I'll have
'56.
to look it up. We'll have to find it for our car.
Yep. Jim Logue did a 54 Ford. And then my grandfather did the 59 Impala Budha Buggy. That was the first Impala to have
Right.
lifts in it. That was in '61.
So it was
Definitely
being
way-
used as a
that's-
problem
and
solver.
a lot of people consider that kind of the first lowrider because it was a custom Impala,
Right.
spoke wheels, Buick spoke wheels,
Right.
custom interior, swivel bucket seats. It was kind of like the
was ahead of
blueprint
its time.
for lowriders.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know, it was when it was customs were
That
kind of
got
evolving.
found a little while ago, right?
Yeah, I have it in my garage.
Do you?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
I was blessed to purchase it recently, so
Do you
we're
take-
doing a frame-off restoration on
You're
it
doing
right now.
okay. You got to take it out and run it around.
Yeah, yeah.
Show it off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
very cool. Very cool.
It's going back to the '63 version, so it won a lot of sweepstakes shows, and
Nice.
it did
Motorama.
very well, and it stayed.
Was it ever
Yeah.
blue?
Yeah, it was blue.
Yeah.
Blue, and then had different fades because
Right.
they would, back then to keep winning the awards at different shows, they would
Had
have
to
to
look
modify
new.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, do
sure.
something different. So they kept add a side pipe, add an antenna, add a scoop. So it's very heavily modified. One of the most heavily modified 59 Impalas ever.
bet.
Yeah.
What was unique to the 63 edition of it that you're going to do that?
Just the color. It was all like the one color instead of like the fade, and just it was a really nice.
Yeah, that had wires too, didn't
Yeah,
it?
Buick Skylarks.
Yeah, I know the
which
car.
are going back on it. Yeah.
I know the car.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I saw a shot of when it got
tail lights,
found.
he shaved the tail lights,
Yeah.
shaved the moldings, and then teardropped them down,
It was
which
a,
he
it
did
was
on
quite a few years ago.
59s.
There was a shot of it and really faded, and the interior was very worn away, and
Yeah, it was.
but it was still clearly the car.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we're doing frame off on that.
I think I saw that. In fact, I'm almost positive it was in Rodder's Journal
Yeah.
when it was found.
Yep.
Yeah, that would make
When
sense.
it resurfaced,
Sure.
I think Coonan, Organal had a
Back in the day.
Yeah, Pat,
like
yeah.
a half page on it.
Yeah.
That was
Rest in
pretty
peace,
cool.
Pat and all. Yep.
Yeah, that's a cool car and predates all of that stuff.
Yeah, it was the beginning. Yeah. So that's another
Yeah.
thing we're doing right now is tracking down those old cars, finding the owners if they're still alive, interviewing them,
Nice.
So
and then asking about the car. Is the car around? So
Where's that going to air? Is that on your website? Or is that
Oh, we'll put it on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay.
My buddy Ross, who runs 46 to 64, he's a
Okay.
car historian, so
Nice.
he's really helping me out track down these cars and people.
That's very cool.
It's been really cool.
Do you have a log of all this stuff? Does your
Oh, yeah.
your dad had like
We
your
have a
grandfather had
huge
this too?
photo archive.
Nice.
Yeah, massive.
Nice.
So he was taking photos of every build.
How many cars did he build at that time? Hundreds?
Yeah, it's,
going up.
it's hundreds, and
Okay.
it probably goes into the thousands.
That's
Yeah, I
awesome.
mean, in the 60s, he was doing hydraulic lifts in all the Black Guys cars, every couple days.
Yeah.
Doing a whole set of
Pull
lifts.
another set.
Pull another one in, do another one.
So where was he getting the mechanism that he was using?
So
From scratch, or what was he
yeah,
doing?
so at first they were pulling them from yards, from like airplane yards, but then Paley's opened up, which was the aircraft supply.
Sure.
And they were able to go buy pumps and the hoses and the kids,
Pull it
everything.
up and custom build it.
Yeah, for
Very cool.
really cheap back then.
Wow.
So
A
that
pump back then that was $20 is $1,000 nowadays.
Yeah, I
Right.
bet.
Hey, we'd like to thank our sponsor, ARP-bolts.com. We got a fantastic little backdrop here. They make an outstanding series of bolts, almost anything you would need for engines, chassis, things like that. In fact, we were at lunch today, and a guy asked you about the bolt on the back of your shirt, and and I said, well, it's really about a head bolt. They neck the stem down of the bolt on a small block Chevy head bolt, so the clamp load is even across 3 different head bolt lengths on a small block Chevy. And, so that's the kind of technology that you get out of ARP. And we've all got stories on all that stuff.
Well, for a translation of what he said, call arpbolts.com.
But the message is that you can't get any better than that.
No, you cannot.
There you go. We'd like to thank our friends at InTheGarageMedia.com. They have 3 fantastic magazines. They've got Classic Truck Performance, they have Modern Rotting, and my favorite, All Chevy Performance with Nick, my buddy Nick,
Oh,
is
you're
the
so
editor.
biased.
So yes, of course. But it's a fantastic book. They're doing print media, which is of course our favorite. So
Tangible
color and
magazine.
everything.
in color and everything, and you can get your car on the cover of one of those books, which is
Right.
a fun
that's a
deal.
lot.
Great
yeah.
tech.
Great
written
tech.
by you
know,
and
not
others
always
that are
written by me,
famous
but
people.
Yeah.
Famous people
Not
have written all the
always
tech.
written by me.
That's right.
Just
So
pick it
check
up and
them out
read it.
at
Yes.
InTheGarageMedia.com, and they're our friends, and they will thank you.
You bet.
So though it sounds comical, is there truth to the statement based on what we're talking about that the hydraulic modified customized blueprint for the lowrider was actually started by a short white guy with a cigar out of Detroit and not a Hispanic person at all?
You might say so. I mean,
sounds
they
like-
did
I find
name him,
that
they
funny
did name
as
him the
hell.
Godfather of hydraulics.
I find that
and it was
I
the
find
Hispanics
that
that named him the
hilarious.
Godfather of hydraulics.
Really?
So
Really?
yeah.
now.
Was that,
So I'm being careful here. He
Yes.
is being called the Godfather of hydraulics, not the Godfather of lowriders.
correct.
Right.
Correct.
Though one could argue
Yeah. Oh yeah.
that his car is a loose blueprint
Yeah. no
Yeah.
question.
for what would have
It's a
become.
template, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Custom
you bet.
paint, hydraulics,
Man.
spokes, and custom interior. I mean,
That's
that's
funny.
a 59 Or that's the Impala lowrider right there.
Again, send your hate email to
Yeah, you guys-
Steve at. Yeah,
Well, we've gotten plenty of it. Me and
I'm
Ross, we've
horrible.
been digging in the trenches and digging up a lot of the old archives.
bet.
And
Were his first iteration of customers, were they Hispanic?
everything mixed.
It was a mix of
Yeah.
everything.
It was
It wasn't
everyone
just
building
one.
a custom
Yeah, so-
car, not wanting to
Yeah,
get a
so-
ticket for
Correct.
being
Yeah,
too
so
low.
Correct.
yeah, the
Correct.
59 Impala Budha Buggy was Japanese American owned. His name was Tats Katanda.
Right.
He brought the car to my grandpa. brand
Okay,
new.
so
He
the
bought it in
blueprint for
60.
lowriders was built by a short
Steve's
white
gonna-
guy from
Steve's-
Detroit, and it was owned by a Japanese guy.
Yeah, and then
you know what?
upholstered by Eddie Martinez.
Okay.
a Hispanic.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
You know, who him and my grandpa were, partners there side by side. They shared a shop together.
Okay.
Wow.
So Eddie did a lot of his cars and a lot of the cars that Barris did. And so Japanese American owned.
This kind of
built by a white
hard-hitting
man,
truth is what
upholstered
you
by a
get
Hispanic.
here on this show.
So that right there shows you the mixture.
Sure.
You know?
Do you ever talk about working with Barris and that whole group?
Oh, yeah.
And it
Oh,
was
yeah.
George, who's the brother? Who's the brother?
Sam.
Sam.
Sam
Yeah.
passed away in the 50s.
The more talented one.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so he did
That
a
is
lot of work
correct.
for George.
Well, he did.
A lot
He
of the
did all
cars.
the real work. Sam out in the shop. Sam
Right.
did.
Sam, yes.
Yeah.
And
If
George,
somebody between the two of them, whoever was actually out there welding, cutting,
Yeah.
doing it's Sam.
Yeah,
Right, and
George was the promoter.
It was the
Yes.
PT Barnum of the deal.
Yeah.
So there you
That's
go.
that's
And he
a
made
nice
it-
way to
he
put it.
really
Well,
made
yes,
the
I mean,
industry
he
what
knew
it
how to
is.
make it. If you don't sell it, you don't
Yeah.
have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No,
But yeah, he did a lot of cars for George. Did George's wife's car.
Nice.
T-Bird, Shirley Barris. He did Watson's T-Bird.
Oh, nice.
The Dean Jeffries Porsche that was actually here.
That you mentioned.
Yeah, a couple
we're,
years
we're at
ago.
the Peterson Museum, by the way, if you notice the
And,
background.
and
We're
when
in
it,
front
and
of
when
the
we
Ken
say
Black
he
stuff
did
there.
it, did he paint it or build the entire car?
Yeah, he did all the body mods. So it was taken to the Barris shop because Jeffries was right next door, and Jeffries took it to Barris's to have done. But Grandpa was one of the employees, so he did all the metal work. There's photos of him sitting in the back window
Really?
of the Porsche because they put scoops on the roof behind the back window,
Oh, very
and he's
cool.
sitting there letting the
He's
scoops.
putting it together.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
So was Dean Jeffries when he was in that? Was in North Hollywood or what
Yeah.
was it?
Well, he was right there,
he's
right
on the
where
405,
Universal Studios
or the
is, right,
Yeah.
right on the
170,
other side of
off
the
the
101.
170.
And before that, he was in Linwood
Right.
next to Barris.
I
back
remember
in the,
that.
In the 50s.
And then Barris was in North Hollywood,
Correct,
right
yeah.
down from NHRA, which was my first
Yep.
automotive job. So yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, right by Bob's Big Boy.
Yes,
Yeah.
down
Yep.
the street from there. Yeah, it was great to go down there and look
Yeah, it
at
was fun.
George's window, and
Yeah.
he had some creativity there.
They're good family friends of ours, and George took care of my grandpa. Although sometimes they didn't. All those workers didn't get a lot of credit,
Yeah.
because it was just the Barris shop.
Sure, of course.
So in
Exactly.
the
Yep.
magazines, but
Yep.
he really helped my grandpa boost his career and would send him work after he went on his own. So they got along for many years. I still have a lot of mail from George. He would send my grandpa
Really?
birthday cards and
Oh, that's
every
cool.
year. So
Oh, that's
they
cool.
really
Very
stayed
fun.
strong throughout the years.
Yeah, he was a pretty fun guy. I mean,
Yeah.
nice guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was quite the
I
character.
remember going to his auction that he had in Universal.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Did you go to that?
Oh, yeah.
I've got the original invitation that I have. He
That's cool.
auctioned off when George was struggling. I
Yeah.
guess that's the deal. He auctioned off, I don't know, 40 of his cars,
Yeah, it was a lot.
40 customs, all at Universal, and it was quite the setting.
Mm-hmm.
None of them ran, but that's just beside the point.
Yeah.
Part
But-
of the course.
But yeah, they had the snake pit that had four small blocks in it. It was like, I was thinking if I bought that for this amount of money, I could sell those. Well, didn't
Yeah.
happen. Didn't happen.
Yeah, didn't line up back
They
then.
were empty. They were all empty. Nothing in them. Anyway, so your grandfather. There we go. Your grandfather. How did he get the name Leadslinger? Obviously, he got into the lead deal, but what was the genesis of him getting involved in body work and building cars and the whole bit? How did he end up getting into that?
When he was young, he was into racing, so I think he dropped out of high school in like the 10th grade to go race his
Yeah.
car.
What kind of race? What kind of race?
Like little midgets.
Oh,
like
midget cars.
Yeah.
Okay, those are fun.
Yeah, so he was racing those and had a race team, and then got a job at a gas station when he was about 18 or 19, and the gas station had a body shop, little fender repair.
Nice.
And he started
So
there.
that's when he started, huh?
Yeah, and then ended up owning the gas station, and that was his first shop back in Detroit.
Oh, very
Yeah,
cool.
back in Michigan.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And when would that be?
That would have been in the 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Because he
After
started in
World War II or
1941 was his first custom. Brand new from 1941 Buick.
Right.
And he cut down the doors and
Really?
put a wing on the back. He did some wild stuff to it. People made fun of him for putting the single wing. So he chopped it off and did something different. But yeah,
That's fun.
he was a wild man. He just did what he wanted to do. You know, it didn't matter if the car was brand new
That's
or not.
awesome. That's awesome.
He liked to cut them up.
That's good.
Yeah.
So let's move to you and your creativity. What
Yeah.
what are you doing on a regular basis? What's hot right now in terms of trends that you're seeing with this particular type of vehicle?
Well, right now, I mean, the aircraft hydraulics are really coming back, which is kind of crazy
Yeah.
because they're so expensive. But it's really in right now, you know, if you
Is
can
it
afford it.
because everyone wants to try to make it OG
Yeah, it's
or
more,
original? That's like, well, that's the way it was. So
period
let's
correct.
period correct.
There you
yeah,
go.
for those type of cars,
Sure.
you know, especially.
And
a lot
again,
of
they
the-
were used as a height correction,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Even a
not
lot
for
of the
not for slamming. They were
Right.
used for raising.
correct. Yeah, that's why they originally called them lifts.
Right.
You know.
Get the headlights
Yeah.
right angle.
Right.
And I've also seen the aircrafts have really come back in the low rider and the guys with the bombs, the 37 Chevys and all the spotlights. Those cars, they're doing aircraft because
Really?
they're not hopping them. They don't want to hop. The
Right.
aircraft's not for hopping. It's just for lay and play, up and down.
So I'm going to
They like
venture.
the look.
Lay and play.
Lay
I
and play.
that.
They like
There's
the
a-
look and they like the sound.
I'm
Nice.
going to venture that a lot of our viewership are muscle car, hot rod, street machine,
You bet.
and so I would like you to clarify the difference between what most of the car guys know as the lowrider hydraulics,
Yeah.
right, and the aircrafts that you're talking about.
Yeah.
What is their similarities and what is their differences? How can you tell what is one, what is the other?
Definitely the sound, the way it sounds. The newer hydraulics are more high performance, more for hopping. You know, you could get the aircraft
They're fast acting.
faster acting,
Sure.
just easier to maintain, easier to swap out parts. If you blow a pump, you can easily put a new gears in, or it's just a lot easier to maintain. The aircraft takes bigger volume fluid, so it wants bigger cylinders, bigger lines,
Okay.
and the sound. It's just
Is
the
it a
sound.
higher quality piece because it's aircraft?
I would say so because it's aircraft. They're putting it in a plane. you
Right.
know,
It's already been proven that
yeah,
it's
it's very
reliable,
reliable.
and strong.
Yeah, they definitely last longer, I would say, and built, you know, the quality's better. A lot of the new stuff, there's a lot of
And
China parts.
more
and-
expensive, is
yeah,
that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay, all
and
right.
it's all American made, so it's definitely more expensive, but definitely better quality.
Do you build cars for hopping too? I mean, do you
No,
build-
no, just lay and play.
Lay
yeah.
and play. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
one of the reasons my grandfather stopped doing the hydraulics was because of the hopping. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
they're ruining the cars, you know, like they're messing them up. I
they
didn't intend for it to be like that. You know, I
Okay.
think he kind
Fair
of
enough.
felt guilty that it was going in
Yeah.
that direction.
Yeah.
And he was, so he got out of it. And so yeah, I just leaned more towards the aircraft, the lay and play,
Got it.
because we build cruisers, we build cars to drive down the road and drive across country. And the way we set them up, like coil over, we can drive them long distance on those cylinders.
That's great.
It's not a stiff ride, you know, like the hoppers.
So does the aircraft cylinder actually act like a shock absorber? Or is it
No.
only you engage it and it'll lift?
Yeah, it's all on the coil. So you're still on the coil the way we set them up.
Got it.
Yeah, and we run shocks.
Is there
so-
still a shock?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
we run shocks. Yeah.
All right, so it's a little.
It's a nice ride, believe it or not.
it's a
Even
longer-
nicer than some airbag setups. You know, airbags can be kind of bouncy.
They can.
Yeah.
It's stiff and solid and
Nice.
drives nice down the highway the way we set them up. So
What are you building in your shop right now?
a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the range, or what do you?
Right now I'm focused on the 59 Impala, the Budha Buggy.
Right.
55 Buick Special hardtop that I did. 60 El Camino. We made a convertible power top.
Really?
So that's going to be
Did
kind
your
of wild.
grandfather ever do an El Camino, like a 59 or
Yes,
60?
Yes, I had the candy red one.
Yeah, I know that
I
car
have that
too.
one in the garage.
Yep.
So that was Eddie Martinez's car,
That's
the
it.
upholster.
Yep.
So he did the 59. He did
I've
that
got
car.
photos of that somewhere too in old
Yeah.
issues. I remember that one too.
Yeah, that was a funny story with that one. Eddie and my grandpa were always back and forth with that car because it was Eddie's car. He lost it in his divorce. His wife ended up with it, and it went to a junkyard or something. My grandpa found it and saved it. And so all those years later, Eddie kept telling me, I want my car back. I want my car back. He's like, no, I bought it fair and square, you know? It's mine.
Well, it's good she took good care of it, though.
Yeah.
You know, she took it and it ended up in a junkyard.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Oh, yeah. Great care.
Yeah. No, not good.
So
what
yeah,
else?
Grandpa saved it, and it's in our collection today.
So you have that one also.
Yeah.
You got a big garage.
Yeah. We're about 3,000 square feet. I could use a little more room, but
Especially with all the cars you're redoing. So
yeah,
it's
that's the thing is we're trying to track down a lot of his old cars just to.
Do you have more than the two?
We have about 17
Oh.
right now. Yeah.
that's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. So handful of them are finished cars that he built and finished, and the rest are projects that he had left, my dad left, my projects, my brothers. So it's added up over the years. It's really.
Is your brother involved in this?
Yeah, he does paintless dent removal professionally at all the dealerships, you know,
Okay.
newer cars.
But he's not involved in your
Yeah, he
business.
is. He on the side. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Very
when
good.
he gets off work, he heads over to the shop and helps me at night or on the weekends. Yeah.
So what are the trends with regards to paint? You know, we talked about fade away and
Well, is it a trend or are we going back to
maybe.
traditional
I
stuff
really
that would
feel
happen?
like lately it has been going back to that. My buddy Adam Perino just built a 60 Ranchero, and he did a really cool fade paint job on it. It's green.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's been winning awards at every show he goes to. And it's old school style, you know, 60s style.
Right.
So I really think it's coming back, a lot of the older stuff.
Are they? So you said it's a fade?
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
fade paint
it's a fade.
job with different candies and pearls.
Got it.
Not full on lowrider, you know, with all the graphics.
Right.
But, you know, Gene Winfield style almost.
Okay,
You know?
sure.
Rest in peace,
That's
Gene.
a nice.
Those guys
yeah.
also did with Jeffries and Gene and where's my brain? Winfield panel painting,
Yeah.
which was also very.
Is that popular?
You know what? Well,
the different laces and all that other
Galpin
stuff.
has brought a couple of cars when they did that coupe.
Yeah.
That they did all that. It's like a light blue with all the panel painting around it and the plexi windows, and they did a great job with that. And there's, I would like to see more of that. There were some really pretty paint jobs in the day. If you take that idea and simplify it, so there's not
Yeah.
800 panels all over the place, but
Right.
and inside the panel is usually a really heavy flake or something like that, and then a
Yeah.
nice pinstripe around it,
Yeah.
and it was.
So you like that, is what you're saying?
Yeah, there was Watson was real good. There was guys who were really good at dividing the car up spatially,
Yeah.
and where a line would go and where a crease would go, and you're visually putting the car in compartments almost.
Yeah.
But making it cohesive. So doing it right is actually a knack. Anybody can just do a panel, but the guys who are really good at it, the cars had a lot of interest to them visually.
Yeah.
And a lot of really neat colors and fun stuff like that. And I kind of miss that. I you know what? I'm sure again I'll get plenty of slap from my world for this, but wow, I don't know how to say it without. I'm. It's wonderful, and it seems to win a lot of awards. Way back when it got popular, so we'll just leave names out and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
the whole earth tones. It's been done to death for me.
Yeah.
It really has.
The browns and greens.
Yeah,
and,
and
you know,
I have seen so much of it on the super high end, pro touring built cars, and it's like, oh God, I see one more like that, and again, I didn't say the cars weren't phenomenally built.
Yeah.
Absolute works of art, top quality, everything, fit and finish is incredible. I'm like, So I'm bringing, like to SEMA this year, I'm bringing a color I did with Mick Jenkins at PPG called Inkwell Violet.
Nice.
And it is a dark purple, but in it, so if it's sitting here, it looks dark purple.
Yeah.
You put it out in sun and there's red pearl, blue pearl, gold pearl, white pearl, and it's just
Wow.
like on fire,
Yeah.
right? There's something going on, but it's
Yeah.
not in your face at all times.
Yeah.
So I like colors, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah, colors.
Yep.
Seems to be
You
the
know?
trend. I mean, it
Well,
seems to be
I'm
much more the
hoping,
trend.
hope that comes back. You know, we need,
Something like a brown car. Perfect.
we
They're doing
need,
a lot of the satins
we need,
now,
we
like
need,
the
we need more
brown
paint
satin,
by
the green
Carter.
satins and-
We need
Which look
Carter's
good
funny
on
car
some.
jobs.
That's not mine. That's
Yeah.
all.
Those paint jobs were just
More for our
insane.
engine compartment, huh?
Let alone what Steve Stanford and
Perfect.
Kenny
Yeah,
Youngblood
yeah.
were pinstriping all of those, and you know Carter, who Carter
oh,
was,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
just that kind of stuff. I
Yeah.
loved all the candies and pearls, but you know you pull it back 10-15% so it's not so crazy. But
Yeah.
man, I would love to see more of that.
Did you ever go to a Carter shop? Did you ever go to a shop?
I never did. I never got
it's
to
crazy.
go.
It was a crazy.
I've got lots of
crazy place.
stories from Stanford, and
I bet you do. You seen Steve lately?
not lately, unfortunately. But I know he's still kicking. Still,
Where
Oh
is
yeah,
he?
I've seen him at Ventura Nationals.
Did
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing good.
Old time friend.
Yeah.
he
Great guy. We love Steve.
super talented, super duper ridiculously talented.
Oh yeah.
Very, very, very gifted artist
Yeah, no doubt.
who likes bright colors.
Very. Yeah, very much
Yes,
so.
he does. Yes, he does. So what's the next thing that you're going to experiment with? Anything new that's coming up, or something you'd like to do? Is there something that you're saying, hey, somebody comes to me with this idea, I think I'd love to build something like that?
There's some ideas in my head. I have some concept type cars, you know, like from the 50s. Some of the ones you see here are really inspiring. Not too much. I want to.
Not going to reveal.
I would guess, pretending he's not here, I would guess
I'm
he's
not here.
split, not you, him.
Okay.
I would guess he's split between wanting to redo and revive his grandfather's legacy
Absolutely.
and bring that back to
Yeah.
light in all of its glory. And then wouldn't it be neat to take all this ideas and this style of building and this style of colors and this style of evolution in the hot rod or custom world and do a fresh build, but with those, with that ethos. to
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
But it's a fresh new car. It's
Yeah.
a brand new build. It's not, we found one and now we're going to revive
Right,
it. It's,
right.
we're going to take a car and cut it and modify it as if my grandfather would have done that
Exactly.
back in
Yeah.
19 fill in the
Yeah.
blank.
Yep. And we have a few of those sitting out back,
Yeah.
getting ready to get cut. So,
Oh.
and that's the whole thing too. Is like not just building it for myself. I'm trying to preserve what my grandpa created. You know,
Sure.
preserve his legacy.
Right.
You know, so that's another reason why we've been digging up the old cars and the old customers and getting their stories.
And it's not been
and
too hard to
putting it-
find. Not been
No.
too hard to find them, man.
No, because we know the general area. You know, it's mostly LA area.
Yeah, sure.
So what Ross will do is he tracks down their name, tracks down yearbooks. He's actually finding a lot of the names of the owners in yearbooks because a lot of these guys were young. They were right out of high school having their cars built, you know. So he'll track them down in the yearbook and then find out what city they're in and do the
that's
yellow
great.
pages and get their
It's
family
pretty-
members.
It's a pretty fun research project.
Yeah, if you check out our on Instagram, 406064, we've tracked down a few of the old timers and interviewed them, and we've put out their story and their
That's great.
cars because
I'm
they
sure
didn't
they
get
do.
Some
put,
of
they
them
didn't get
still
put in
have
the
their car?
magazines in the 60s.
What's that?
A lot of it got missed. You know, a lot of those guys
You bet.
they didn't get articles like a lot of the big cars. You know, but the cars are worthy of being
Sure.
in the magazine.
Do some of
we're
them still
exposing-
have the
trying to
cars?
expose those. What's that?
Do some of them still have their cars? Or,
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's obviously a dedication. These
When,
guys
when
have
you
obviously
interviewed
fallen
them,
in
do you
love with
guys have photos of the car sitting
Yeah.
in the driveway or the garage or
Yeah.
whatever? Oh, that's-
Totally.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
true.
Yeah.
And they still held on to it. Wow, that's
Yeah, one of the guys is redoing his 57 Chevy that was totally customized back in the 60s, like side pipes and hydraulics and
Wow.
crazy web paint. I mean, it was wild, and he's redoing it now. He's like in his 80s redoing the car my grandpa built.
That's awesome.
So it's kind of cool.
So then that was a full build.
Full build.
Builded,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah. His name's Bob Murphy. Yeah.
Very fun.
And his brother was Victor Murphy, who had a Corvair that was built in 62, 61.
Right.
Probably the first Corvair with hydraulic lifts. And so we put
That's
his
wild.
story out as well recently.
Was that on
It
your-
had the Astro Supremes.
And he still has that car?
Yeah, had the.
Wow.
We don't know if he has it. I don't think he has it, but we're trying to track it down.
Is that the one on your Instagram?
Yeah, it had the
Okay.
first
Yeah,
set
yeah,
of
yeah.
Astro Supremes with the straight spokes, not
Oh,
tapered.
yeah.
The Corvair did?
Yeah, very early, like
That's
63,
really early.
the first Astro wheel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Your Instagram page is just Hines
Hines Kustom.
Hines
yeah. Hines Custom 86.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a K.
Yeah, both okay.
There we go.
Easy K.
Got that early.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
And then Grandpa's page is the Leadslinger.
The Leadslinger,
Yeah.
right? No
So-
godfather of hydraulics.
Well, I think Mike got in there under the profile description.
Where
Good
do
on.
you get the aircraft stuff from a supplier?
Yeah, not so much nowadays. It's kind of like guys selling it, that they have NOS laying on the shelf.
Ooh.
You just got to kind of be into
That's
that
harder
scene.
to find then.
Yeah, there's only a handful of guys.
Did still have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is an aircraft supply up in Oregon, Handels. So they're supplying pumps
sell
as
it.
well.
Oh, okay.
So there's very little. The aircraft.
What were
the
they
aircraft
used
industries
on?
don't want to get into that because they're not made to go in cars.
Sure.
So they don't want to
I'm
sell
sure.
you a pump.
What,
for a
what kind
car.
of plane were
But
they
there is
going
one
into?
company that's
Right.
doing it.
Is it landing gear or something?
Yeah, they're for the landing gear. They're
Yeah.
for the wings. I mean,
okay,
a lot
sure.
of different things.
Sure,
The-
the control service.
So what
Yeah,
kind of
it's-
plane would it be in? Like a small private Cessna or a bigger plane?
No,
than that?
they're
Or-
in like
Big plane.
all the war bombers, all the planes from the war, the B
Like a B-17
Yeah,
or-
all
Yeah.
those.
Oh,
all those.
really?
Yeah.
Mitchell,
Oh.
stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember doing a little
Huh.
nosing around. I was kind of surprised where it came from. But
And that stuff still is available for
Oh yeah.
purchase.
Yeah, and there's rebuild kits for them because it's mainly you're mainly rebuilding, just you're replacing seals.
right.
It's mainly what you're.
What's the PSI that operates at?
3,000, but
Got to be way up there.
yeah, most of the pumps they're maxed out at 3,000, but they can go more. That's what they're labeled.
Right.
Yeah.
More than enough to
Oh, yeah.
get it off the ground.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What is the
If
average?
it's set up right,
What's the average lift?
like 6 to 8 inches, sometimes more.
Nice.
Those hoppers are going,
Right, but
ridiculous
no, I
amounts.
mean
yeah,
like,
for us,
like a Bill Hines
yeah,
car. How,
right.
anywhere
how
from
far?
4 to 8.
Because if you buy
or,
a new Ferrari, a new Lamborghini, a new McLaren,
Yeah.
they have an option.
Automatic.
They have a lift to get the nose
Yeah.
and the splitter up off when you're going.
They need that.
Right.
Oh, I know they do. But
Yeah.
obviously, it's not aircraft stuff. It's probably an electric
No,
motor.
it is an
or
electric
what
motor.
have you.
Yeah, we're going like 4 to 8 inches or 10 sometimes. Just 4 probably minimum,
Sure.
Just depends on the
Get it
cylinder,
up-
size of the
get it up
cylinder.
and
And,
off. Sure.
yeah, coil we're running.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You guys,
Play and play.
you guys do a lot of cruising around. I mean, do these guys take them out and go run them around?
Oh,
with
yeah.
them?
We,
You said somebody was going cross country in them, eh?
oh, yeah, they're going. One of our buddies just went to Florida.
Really?
Yeah, Florida and back. And we've gone to Kansas. We've taken
Right.
their 51 Ford to Kansas and back. Yeah, we drive them. We build them to drive them. They're cars,
great.
so we got to put them on the road.
Gotta
Oh,
make
that's
them work.
fun.
Yeah.
That's very fun.
Yeah, we just did Ventura
Interesting.
Nationals. Oh, a couple hundred miles from LA up,
Yeah, that's
no
my
kidding.
back. That's my backyard.
Yeah.
Did you go up there? Did you go to
No, I'm in the middle of pulling my hair out, getting the SEMA cars built.
You're not
I'm
pulling-
working.
you're not
I don't
pulling
get
much of
fun.
it
I don't, yeah, well, haha. Yeah.
So you've been going 110 miles an hour.
Ha ha ha. He made a funny joke.
So, bullet points.
Yeah. So keeping the legacy alive.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. Well, this is terrific. Anything we missed here? Or anything we should be talking
Do you
about?
have stuff on the website, like shirts
Yeah, we
and
do.
stuff?
Yeah, we have Grandpa's shirts, and you can go purchase a shirt. Or,
His personal shirts? Or
no, his. Yeah, I have auctioned
Yes.
off some of his personal stuff, and it's
There you
kind
go.
of it's crazy what it will go for.
Suspenders?
Yeah, there
His
you go.
cigars. He was saving his cigars.
Oh, yeah?
So I got a trash bag of cigars.
Yeah, I'm not
You
going to
wouldn't
take one
believe
of
those.
you wouldn't believe the
Oh, yes,
the amount
I
of
would.
people that want them and will pay
Sure.
for them.
Really?
It's crazy. Yeah,
That's crazy. Is right.
we auctioned one off. I think it went up to like $420 or something.
Wow. What kind of cigars?
I cast it in resin.
oh,
so it was
okay. So
preserved.
you lock it in. Okay,
Yeah,
that
and
makes
it's when he
sense.
smokes. Like he wouldn't smoke them all the way. He'd smoke them halfway
Yeah.
and put them out. Or they get
like-
too soggy.
It's like Iski.
Yeah, Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
I just went to his birthday party.
Yeah, 104. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember him. We had dinner or had lunch at that place that he always goes to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He'd take the cigar, put it out in his water glass, and put it in his sock, and then relight it after lunch. I am not kidding. I am not kidding.
Yeah, Grandpa
And
did not let that cigar go. He
There's
had it
the
everywhere he
secret
went.
to living to 104.
Yeah.
That's it. There it is.
Yeah, Grandpa went to 94, so.
Yeah, he did well. Just
It must be the cigars.
You know the Groucho
And the lead.
Marx line.
The
guy
cigars
says-
and lead.
He's giving a speech, and the guys are telling him he has to put a cigar out. He says, "Well, those people can just hold their seats because I'm not getting rid of the cigar. There'll be no
Yep.
diving for it." So
Yeah, oh, yeah.
better
Yeah.
when Groucho said it.
Grandpa
Anyway.
would light up in the arenas or wherever we were at indoors, and
Yeah.
Security guard, hey, you got to put that out, sir. Oh yeah. Put it out. He'll put it out. They walk away. He lights it back.
There you go.
He said,
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
they like their cigars.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Hines and Sons.
Hines and Sons.
What's your website?
Hines and Sons Shopify. It'll be under my Instagram account, Hines Kustom, or Grandpa's account, the Leadslinger.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Terrific. Well, very good.
Yeah.
And
And there's a whole bunch of history that you can look at
You bet.
on the site.
Yeah, a lot of history
Bill
that
Hines,
we've really exposed recently, and then a lot more coming.
that site, Bill Hines, that whole it's a lengthy article, and it's got lots
Yeah.
of information in 2-point type. So it's a really a fun read.
Was that on the Custom Rama
Yes,
site?
yes,
yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
They've done some
Throttle.
great work.
Yeah, really, really amazing.
I'll be interested when you finish the.
The Budha Buggy.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I have it in my head very clearly now. The photo that was in Rodder's journal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool car.
Yeah.
Where'd the name,
Yeah, a lot of people are excited about it. So
where'd the name Budha Buggy come from?
a Japanese thing.
'Cause
I
of the
think.
Oh, yeah, the
Japanese-
owner was
Todd,
Japanese.
yeah,
Oh,
Todd's
okay.
Katana was.
right.
I don't know if they were. I don't know if they were Buddhists or
Yeah.
if that has something to do with it. Or, but yeah, it
Maybe
just
he
sounds like-
was.
Could
Yeah.
have been, sure.
So
Could've been.
yeah, it just came from the Japanese, and they would
There's the
display
connection.
Japanese dolls and stuff with the car at the shows. And
Oh, that's
Tots
fine.
is still alive. When I received the car from the second owner, it was in 2023. We towed it over to Tots' house and
Oh,
pulled in front.
I
He
bet he
was
loved
just
it.
he was like
I bet he
rubbing the
loved it.
car, and he was in awe. He's like,
That's
I can't
great.
believe it's still here. So that was cool.
That's very
Yeah,
cool.
so he's
Awesome.
he's excited to see it get done
Right.
too.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got a guesstimate?
Next year, if not 2027,
Okay.
because it's a full frame off right now.
Where? If you had your
Grand
choice,
National Roadster Show
Nice.
will be the debut.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, by
yeah.
that time, your 5-year-old will be working in lead. So
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah.
Obviously.
So
Nice.
not this Grand National, but maybe 2027.
Oh,
We'll have it
we'll
out
see
there.
you there then.
Yeah.
That's
That's
for
great.
sure. That'll
Yeah.
be cool.
That's right.
Yeah.
That'll be very cool.
Well, thank you again for
Yeah.
tuning in for another episode of Car Guy Confessions without Jeff Smith again this time. Thank
Yeah.
you, Mitch, for coming on here and talking to
course.
us
Indeed,
all
yeah,
about
thanks.
this.
Yep.
And thank our sponsor, arp-bolts.com, and the Peterson Museum. If you're looking in the back, this is the Ken Block exhibit.
Which is pretty cool.
There's a
Amazing.
lot of cars in here. So
Really cool to
come
be
on
in here.
down. Come on down for that alone. So very good. Again, thank you very much. We'll catch you next time.
Thank you guys.